Hi, this is Gordon Dutch of Resource. I'm here at the London ISE Roadshow filming on behalf of Rave. Unfortunately, Gary and Steph couldn't get here due to COVID, but we're bringing you the top stories and top brands. I'm here with Brian Davis from Biamp. Brian, can you introduce yourself and tell us a bit about the hot new product you've got?
Wonderful. Yeah, I'm Brian Davis, and I'm responsible for consultant liaison and the pre-sales team for Biamp in Europe. I'm excited, we're really excited at Biamp today because this is the first showing anywhere in Europe of our brand new Tessera Forte X compact DSP. This has been a really exciting introduction for Biamp. It's allowed us to take our incredibly successful Tessera DSP platform that many people have known for many years and put it in a new enclosure and a new form factor that really plays to the strengths of the UC environment. No longer do we have to put a credenza in a meeting room. We can now be mounting this incredibly powerful device directly behind the display, adjacent to all the other technologies, your UC client, your Microsoft Teams room device, and deliver in a single compact environment all the power inherent in the Tessera system. One of the major additions to this is the ability to program a meeting room environment at the touch of a single button. The introduction of Biamp Launch as part of this system allows us, by utilizing the rest of the Biamp Parlé ecosystem, so that's our beam tracking microphones we've had for a number of years, our PoE powered amplifiers, bring all that together, and from the touch of a single button, we will measure the acoustics in the space, we will tune each microphone individually, we will adjust the intelligibility, and we will present the best possible experience for the end user without you having to connect your laptop, without you having to send a programmer. All those programming features are still available to allow you to customize Tessera in the ways you've always been able to in the past. But what we've identified is, for many, many rooms, you really just need a consistent outcome for your client. And we can delivering that to you by allowing the device to tune to a performance level that's based upon our 40 years experience in the industry. Consistency, repeatability from one microphone to 8 microphones. From a 4-person room to a 40-person room without ever having to get a programmer in the building.
Wow, so it's really almost like a plug and play, you know, obviously not quite because you've still got to run through the scanning, but it makes it so much easier.
Yeah, I mean, it really is plug and play. There isn't a single cable here that hasn't got an RJ45 connector on it. Even the speakers are connected with Cat5 cable. So the team that you send to site now, who install the hardware, who put the speakers in, the skilled guys who can put the screens on the walls, they can now commission the room. And when it's finished, the voice will say, this room is great, the user experience is great, you've just ticked the box, you move on to the next one.
Perfect, yeah, and that's really reassuring for them and for the client.
Yeah, what we're hearing from the clients is about consistency. There's a lot of really, really skilled, experienced, great Biamp and other audio DSP programmers in the market, and they've all got an experience of what that should sound like, and they believe what it should sound like. And sometimes you'll get 2 different rooms with the same hardware programmed by 2 different people, and they both sound great, but they sound different. What this does is deliver the consistency. Every room will sound the same. If you spec the same hardware, regardless if you have 1 microphone or 8 microphones, the outcome at the far end is going to sound the same. And that's what the clients need, because they can have confidence that the far end are going to get a good experience.
Yeah, that's good.
And that's what Biamp Tessera, the Parlé ecosystem, and Biamp Launch are all about.
That's great, right? So they can see it on your website?
They can indeed.
The website is?
www.biamp.com.
Okay, and it's on there as a hot new product, presumably?
It is indeed. The website's broken down into products, but also into applications. So you can go on there and say, how does Biamp work with Microsoft Teams? And if you go there, it'll show you how this system and all the technical documentation. Also, we have our conference room designer, which allows you to take the individual information about the single room you're looking at, the dimensions, the acoustic conditions, and it will actually tell you need this many microphones, this many speakers, tell you where those microphones and speakers need to be installed, and give you a full PDF output to give to your client that shows you the coverage and the kit list. And so not only does it tune itself, before that it tells you what you need to buy so it will tune successfully. So this is end to end. So we're all about making it our partners successful. And we really believe that this is going to allow them to be more successful in the repeatable spaces, so they can focus on the auditoriums and the boardrooms and these other really exciting places that us guys in AV love to play, and where we bring a real benefit, where our added value brings a real benefit as an industry.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic. Yeah. And in terms of the show, how have you found the show, Brian?
Yeah, well, it's obviously our footprint on the booth is slightly less, but you know what's been great? The people who are here have come, they've made an effort to come, and they're spending time with you. They really want to know. We're not getting that, oh, I'm really busy, I can have 30 seconds with you on your booth that you usually get at ISE. So it's been great. To be honest, it's just great to see people, isn't it? It's just great. I mean, just to be able to do this again is great. So, yeah, we wouldn't have not been here. We've been at every Biamp's been at every ISE, I think, since the start. We really believe in it as a way of communicating with our partners, and this show's been no different, other than it's just a little bit smaller. Yeah,
that's true. And in terms of business pre-COVID and after COVID, winners, losers, how have you found the markets performed for you? Is it back to where it was now, or is it busier?
Oh, Biamp's a very big company, and we have lots of verticals. So let's talk about, if we talk about the corporate vertical, or the vertical that's leveraging the sort of Teams and Zoom, that is out of this world. That is rocketed. We have a great product, arrived at the right time with the Parlé microphones, and that was just spot on. Over here we have our Devio system, which is a completely standalone solution for a small huddle space with a single microphone. That has been key for many, many companies, because it's allowed them to take a small meeting room with a display screen in it and turn it into a professional UC-supported meeting space by just putting that on the table, and it's complete, and it's self-tuning as well. So that's been an incredibly successful product. I mean, it's 5 years old, the original release. Obviously, this is a newer version of it, but it's been around a while, and that has just flown out the doors. This stuff has also been very, very good. If you want to talk to us about the products, the speakers we manufacture for retail, hospitality, large venue, that's been more challenging. But we feel for that part of the industry, because it's a challenge for them completely. So,
and it's nice to see people back in stadiums, though. Obviously, some big games coming up for Wales and for England in the Euros. Any predictions?
Well, I'll honestly say the ball's the wrong shape for me. So I'm not a soccer fan, as you can tell, because I called it soccer. So yeah, I'll predict that the Lions will do really well with the captain they've got. But I don't know about the football. But best of luck to the boys, because they're doing a good job for us. So on both sides.
Brian, thanks ever so much for your time today, and I echo that. Good luck to Alan Wynne-Jones and all the boys out there in South Africa.
Wonderful. Thanks, Dave.
Gordon Dutch from ISE London.